crafting friends, Jessica here with Tiny Worlds of Wonder, stopping in to share a little craft with me video today. Now you guys, I have been doing a ton of affiliate content, unboxings, just so much content, and I just feel the need to have a sit down and craft with my friends kind of video today. So if that's what you're in the mood for, tuck in, grab something to drink. I've got my coffee with a ton of cream in it. So let's do some projects together today. I apologize, as always, for my raspy voice. In the summertime, the allergies are terrible, you know, and so that's just the way it's going to be today. If you are a returning subscriber, thanks very much for hanging out. It's always great to see you. If you're new, welcome. It's great to have you. I hope you really enjoy what you find on the channel. I hope you're going to enjoy doing a little crafting together today. I wanted to start off by showing you my current diamond painting projects, but then I don't know what I'm going to actually work on with you today. We'll decide as we go along. I hope you guys are doing absolutely wonderfully. Things are calming down at my house a little bit after graduation. I'll tell you all the things as we go along, but it's so great just to have some crafting time today. So first I want to start off with my works in progress, just because I like to give you a little status update on where I am. If you follow me on Instagram, that's where most of my progress pictures go. If you don't follow me on Instagram, head over there. I am at Tiny Worlds of Wonder, and I always love it when people tag me with at Tiny Worlds of Wonder on their own projects so that I get to see what you're doing. That just makes my whole day. So please do that if you have something fun you want to share with me. I love seeing those projects. Any kind of project. It doesn't have to be diamond painting. I want to see it. So this is my church at Auvert from Crafties, and I have finished this section down here completely, and then I started the sky up here because I wanted to do some color blocking last night. I needed to just relax. So that's what's going on there. This canvas, though it came pretty squashed up, is turning out to be seriously one of my favorite canvases for a long time. The drills are perfect so far. I have not had a canvas with perfect drills. I can't even tell you how long it's been. If you guys have found a diamond painting company with consistently perfect square drills, will you please tell me who they are? Yeah, this has been an absolute joy to work on. I find myself turning to it. Just, you know how when you find the perfect drills, you just want to do that kit. So I've just been wanting to do this kit, and I've really been enjoying that. Now you guys know I'm a Crafties affiliate, because I have to tell you that every time I talk about Crafties on the channel. I have to tell you about that relationship. But you guys, no affiliate partnership is ever going to be important enough to me that I don't tell you the truth about my own experience. So my experience with this canvas has been amazing. Part of the reason I love those affiliate partnerships, A, they do help support the channel a little bit extra, which is fantastic, but B, I also get to send you a discount code with most of those, or some kind of perk. So Crafties is no exception. Check the link in the description below. I do earn a small commission when you use it, but there's a coupon code down there as well for you guys. So my second project I've been working on, these are both, of course, for Summer with the Masters. Even if you're not playing along with Summer with the Masters so far, or you haven't decided if you're going to, I'll link the playlist up in the corner so you can find that, so you can have the option if you would like. It's not too late to make a start. We're going all the way to August 14th, so playlist above, like I said, so that if you want to join us, you absolutely can. My voice is terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm sucking down the coffee to see if I can do something about that. It's just not helping. I really feel fine. It's not a pleasant voice today. I'm sorry for you guys. Anyway, join us for Summer with the Masters if you would like. This is my progress so far on my homespun hobby custom. I did receive this one from Sally for review. The artwork is In the Forest of Arden by John Collier. I love the rendering so far. It is very confetti heavy. When I look at it up close, it's very, very speckled. You're like, what am I doing? And then, of course, when I pull back from it, it is gorgeous. I only have you maybe 2 feet away from it right now, and I think it even looks pretty good at that distance. So I finished the top. I'm gonna come down the side next. Down here, I'll get a little bit of our main figure. I'm really dying to get to the people in this one, of course. The pros of this kit, definitely the rendering is a big pro. I think that's going really well. The canvas material itself is not super thick. I actually wish it was a little bit thicker, but I find a wide variety of fabric is fine for me. You guys may have noticed I'm not picky in some ways. Like of course I want things to be good quality. If your drills are gonna fall off, that's not good quality. If the rendering is bad, that's not good quality. As far as like how thick the canvas fabric is, I don't have strong feelings. So while my favorite canvas fabric is Distracted by Diamonds, the really thick duck fabric, I can deal with this. This is just fine. The glue has been just fine so far, no issues there. The only thing I'll say about this one that's maybe a bit of a con is that the drills are not absolutely perfect. Some of them are smaller, some are larger, but honestly, the thing with the rendering is that I am not having gapping issues despite the drills being variable. I'll bring it up a little closer. And of course, with the light pad off, that hides a multitude of sins anyway, but we're not going to have a light pad behind the canvas when we view it on the wall. So I really can't tell. It's definitely not gapping to the extent of like my Diamond Art clubs. Those have a lot more gapping. So this isn't quite as tight fitting as the Crafties, but it's not all the way to the gapping of Diamond Art Club either. So it falls somewhere in the middle. And to be honest, it has not frustrated me really. So to me, that is always my biggest like review point for any canvas. Does the canvas annoy me? If the answer is no, then I'm pretty okay. Then I give the canvas a good review most of the time. So yeah, I'm happy with that one. I am 10 out of 10 happy with the Crafties. Oh my gosh, that one is gonna be amazing. So I'll keep you posted on that, of course. Tell me what you're working on in the comments below. Craft with me's are only fun if you tell me what you're working on during the craft with me. So it's not so one-sided. All right, I'm gonna pack this stuff up. I'm actually gonna get my paint by number out because I am feeling the need to do something different today. I've been doing a lot of diamond paintings lately, so I'll be right back. Okay, let's do this. I'm having so much fun. Just the idea of crafting with friends is so much fun. I'm working on Chaperon Rouge by Crafties. This is a paint by number kit from Crafties. Again, they did send this for review. I gotta tell you, every time I mention it, I just realized this says Chaperon Rogue. She's a rogue. How fun is that? So I have made a very small dent in this canvas so far. I've been working mostly on the background. I've done a little blending up in the sky there, and I'm working on some of the foreground objects now. I find that with paint by number, I get really obsessive about staying in the lines perfectly. And that's probably not ideal, actually. I find myself like hyper fixating on one little section. Like right now, I'm hyper fixating on the green tree up here because I'm not happy with my outlining. I gotta just let it go. Just let it unfold, Jessica. Just let it unfold. The kit so far has been really good quality. So Crafties actually reached out to me a couple days back and said, can we send you a kit to promote for paint by number? And I was like, I really can't. I have so many projects, but give me the discount code. I'll pass it along to viewers. So Crafties right now is running a special on their US based paint by number kits. So they have some kits that ship from a US warehouse, which is pretty cool. The shipping time on those is only 3 to 7 days. So that rocks. I'll run a screenshot of the US-based selection for their paint by number kits. So if you guys are interested in that special, it's a buy two, get one free. The lowest priced of the 3 is the free one. And if you enter code TWW-USA3, that special will apply. So if that's useful to you, if you love paint by number, that is awesome. I'm really enjoying this one, and the paint quality is really good so far. So if that's your jam, check that out. So I might work a little bit on her face today, because why wouldn't I if you're with me? But first, I gotta work on this tree a little bit more over the top because it's killing me. I've got to get this. I've got to get this going. So let me give you some life updates here. The first life update, I should have put this in the diamond painting section, but A, I forgot, and B, it's really an important part of my life too, is that I got my swans canvas back from the framer. I will stick some video on the screen so you guys can see how that turned out. This was totally inspired by a viewer named Michael, who sent me a picture of his framed swans and with this beautiful ornate frame. So thanks, Michael. I'll show that in a video soon, but I am dying over how this turned out. Dying over it. Now, funny story that is like the story of my life. I actually ordered the frame for this online at a site called pictureframes.com, and I was intending that to be my last summer with the Masters video, like some options for framing old Masters pieces. But guess what? I forgot to order the glass and backing for the frame. So I ended up taking it to the framer to have them put the backing and glass on it, which cost me, you know, probably another third more than it would have if I had done it myself and just not messed that up. But that's the way my life is a lot of the time. If you guys are not, if you're not totally familiar with what I have going on, I'm no busier than anybody else in the sense, everyone has 24 hours in a day. I've got the same amount of time as everybody else. But I am attempting to balance a day job at a law office, my piano studio, my YouTube channel, and as that's grown, all the affiliate partnerships and things that go with that. And then doing some licensing for Distracted by Diamonds and my growing up children and all the things. So I'm a little bit scattered. I find myself feeling a little bit scattered. Like this is too much for my brain to handle. So I'm not surprised that I forgot to add the glass and the backing. And I think the video for last week turned out fine. I hope it did anyway. All right, let's turn to, I think I've hyper focused on that tree enough for now. So I found with paint by number, if you're not into paint by number, ignore this completely. I found that working from the background to the foreground, like they suggest, is actually pretty helpful. You can kind of get your edges crisper on your things in the foreground that way. So, okay, so swans, we got that tackled. I love that. That frame is about 50 pounds. I don't know where I'm gonna hang this. I might have to set it on some furniture because I don't know, like it's probably more than 50 pounds because I know you guys have never seen me in real life, but I'm pretty buff. So when I lift that canvas, it is not easy for me. And I feel like that's saying something. Oh, funny. So, life events. Sophia and Olivia graduated from high school, which was wonderful. The whole week before, we had something every day that just made us cry like babies. Some kind of ceremony or last concert or last, you know, something last. And it was great. It just felt like a huge celebration of them and the people that they've become. And I know hearing people talk about their kids is super boring. So I won't dwell on it too long, but you guys, my daughters kick butt. They just kick butt. They're amazing people. They're kind people. They're extremely intelligent. They both finished in the top 10% of their class of 500 students. And I could not be more proud. I could not be more proud of them. So it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster, as you can tell. No one warns you when you have kids, I don't think. Like they all tell you how hard the baby stage is going to be, or you know, all of that. I think honestly, the hardest part for me has been the watching them grow up, and this stage we're at now has been emotionally by far the hardest for me. But everyone's experience of parenting is a little bit different. So we had a lot of family here. It was really, really great. And everyone was fully vaccinated, so we got to just go back to normal in a sense, which was perfect. We got to forget all about the COVID thing for a while, which was wonderful. I did get the COVID vaccine. I know people have a lot of different feelings about the COVID vaccine, and everyone can live their life the way that they wish to, of course. And whatever you are choosing to do with your life and your body, I respect that completely because you own your body. I got back in March, I got the Johnson & Johnson before they pulled it temporarily. But of course now it's back in rotation. And I had probably like 36 hours of flu-like symptoms, with a low-grade fever and chills and a headache. And then I was fine, totally fine. So I had no problems, and I'm really grateful to have been able to get that so that I could do some in-person piano lessons by the end of the year, which was great. I don't know how much I've spoken about this either, but my 70-year-old mother lives with my family, and so that was really important that we could all protect her, even though she's healthier than all of us put together for the most part. Her hobby is gardening, and so she doesn't sit around and do crafts like I do. She's very active, and that's fantastic. So the graduation party was wonderful. We had a great time. It was absolutely the most fun ever. We had so much family helping us with all the details that was really a big load off my mind, because I am not a party planner, not at all. This color I'm painting right now is the exact color of the canvas behind it. I don't know if you guys can even tell it's there. You can't tell what I'm doing at all. I'd say the only con with any paint by number kit is the brushes, because good brushes are expensive. They're going to be as expensive as the paint by number kit itself. So if you're going to do paint by number, get your own brushes. That's my advice. At least a few, like good quality small brushes. You'll save yourself some massive headaches that way. So I told you guys so much has happened since we talked. I'm so burnt out of doing unboxings and the affiliate content. I honestly feel, you guys, like I'm at a crossroads with the channel, in that it's really hard to manage doing just one video a week and then being able to do the content I want to do. Because I never wanted this to be an unboxing channel or a channel that's focused on products. I really want it to be like a community channel and a tutorial channel mainly. And so I've been feeling lately, you guys are getting really the inside scoop. People who watch far into the into the craft and chats are the ones who get the real scoop. I'm feeling just like I've lost control of the channel a little bit. And I see that reflected in the stats as well. Like my videos are not getting a ton of views, which usually means like in some way I have switched my focus to something that doesn't speak to my core base. So not that I'd be lying if I didn't care about views at all, because making videos is so much work that you want people to watch them if possible. I wouldn't say that's my main driver. Really, my main driver is just being authentic to the kind of content that I want to make. And so I'm at a crossroads in the sense that I need to figure out what that is. And I'm also at a crossroads in the sense that I'm either going to have to scale back a whole bunch on certain aspects of the channel, or I'm going to have to go full time with it. And honestly, I don't know that I am in a position to go full time with it right now. So I just need to do some future planning and see if I can figure out how to manage it all with the time that I have. Yeah, what do you guys think? You're my friends. Tell me what you think. I think I have to make content that I want to make, regardless of how many people watch it. Honestly, the Summer with the Masters content, I have enjoyed making those videos more than I have enjoyed making any video in forever. In forever. But they're also my lowest viewed videos, that and the coloring videos, which I just love to make. I guess I gotta just do what I want to do and see where things go. But of course, I want to meet my viewers' needs. But I also want to do content that I love to make, and so that is a tricky balance to find. So some other things that are going on that I haven't talked about on the channel yet, because we haven't done a craft with me for a long time, and it was time. But two, I've just been too raw, and it's just been too hard to talk about so far. My husband, my dear sweet husband of 22 years, suffered a bilateral pulmonary embolism, which is a blood clot in the lungs. Actually, it was a blood clot on each side, just randomly. And we have no idea why. I haven't figured out why. He's fine, thankfully. Made it to the emergency room in time and all that, and he's going to make a full recovery, but that was a very, very difficult life event, and I'm kind of still processing that, to be honest. Like, that was a life-threatening thing that happened, and that was super scary. So that happened actually about 3 weeks ago now, and I just haven't had the opportunity to tell you guys about it, really. That, and I was pretty emotional about it, and I didn't feel like I could talk about it without just totally coming unglued. So that's going on, but I'm really, really grateful that he got the medical attention he needed, and everything's going to be fine, it looks like. So he actually went back to work after being off for 3 weeks. And the timing of that with graduation and all of that was just really difficult. He did get to go to graduation, which we were pretty grateful for, even though we spent the day before in urgent care because he wasn't doing so well, but he ended up being able to go, and maybe didn't get to visit with people as much as he really would have liked to, but you know, what can you say? Things could have gone an entirely other way. So yeah, thoughts, and his name is Matt. I don't know if I've told you guys. So any positive thoughts and prayers that you have for Matt would be super appreciated. He's a really, really, really sweet guy. Very quiet. Very stoic. He's one of those guys, like, if he says 2 words in a day, you're like, wow, you're chatty today. But he's very kind and a really great dad. So that is that. That was a hard one. That was a real hard one. We are having, it is a scorcher here in Montana. I don't know what's going on, but yesterday it was 100 degrees, and it was 80 something degrees in my house, because I know if you live further south, this probably is surprising to you, but we don't have air conditioning in our houses up here. Like, that doesn't come standard. In most businesses, you have some air conditioning, but like our schools are not air conditioned, our houses are not air conditioned typically, and so this is just brutal. It's been brutal. So it was 100 degrees the last 2 days, and it's probably 84 or 85 in the house by 5 o'clock in the afternoon. And honestly, I went to the gym last night just so I could be in the air conditioning. Oh my goodness. That is not, I know for where some of you live, that is like 100 is whatever. It does not get up to 100 degrees in the middle of June in Montana very often. That is not typical. So I live at an elevation. I forget exactly what our elevation is here, but it's pretty darn close to a mile high. And so that is doubly unusual. The eastern half of Montana like broke all-time records yesterday. There was a town in Montana that had a high of 110 degrees yesterday. And when you hear yourself on the news, you know things are not going well in your state. So we're all fine, but the bad thing is the fire danger is just through the roof when it's that hot. And of course, in the middle of May, we got a freak snowstorm that flattened all of my plants that were coming up. My peonies, my favorite flower. I planted 4 peony bushes last year, and I was hoping I would actually get some blooms this year. Those were just flattened in the snow, and so I thought, they're toast. Forget about that. Well, it turns out they were not toast. Turns out you can duct tape plant stems and they will survive. At least some of them. So that was amazing. I had peonies. I had peony blossoms for 5 or 6 days. I'll put some screenshots in if I can find them. And they were gorgeous. So gorgeous. But of course the heat toasted them. So we had a week of absolute glory in our front yard. And the glory has now passed, but it was fun while it lasted. So I love those so much. What's your favorite flower? Tell me. There's something about flowers that just makes me feel so much joy. Like, I just love it. I've decided in my life I want to visit every botanical garden in the world. Like every major one. That'd be so much fun to me. Probably some of you that sounds super boring. My daughters are like, we'll pass on that. I'm like, no, please. I just want to be surrounded by beautiful flowers. Bouchard Gardens in Victoria, BC is my next vacation destination when I can coordinate it, because that is like my dream place to be. So anyway, we had a week of peony. Now we've got just brown grass. Brown grass for a while. I hope this won't last. It's supposed to ease up a little bit at the end of the week. So fingers crossed that we'll get back to more normal 30 degrees less than that seasonal temperatures for our time of year. Because Montana summers are supposed to be what everyone's moving here for, Got to give the people what they want. So it's been so long since we chatted. Please tell me how you are in the comments below. Whenever you guys comment, I want you to know I see all of them. I see absolutely all of them, unless YouTube hides them from me, which they did a while ago. And I had a bunch pop up that were like a year old. And I felt terrible because I just not acknowledged those for a whole year. But I see all of them. I read all of them. I try to respond to all of them. I'm only human, so I'm positive I miss some things, but that's never intentional. I always try to at least give it a heart if I don't have a ton of time to write back right at the moment. So I'd love to hear how things are going for you, what you're working on, if you've got something great going on, if you've got something not so great. We're all here for all of it, right? That's what friends are for. So let me know. I'd love to hear about it. I've been talking forever already. How does that happen? When I first started my channel, I thought, there's no way I'm going to be able to do like a whip and chat. What am I going to talk about? Now I'm like, how am I going to talk about everything in less than an hour? This is crazy. How am I going to do that? Hilarious. I got some marvelous happy mail the other day. Now, you guys, if you visited my community tab, you notice I don't put an address up. A, because I don't have a P.O. box and I don't feel comfortable putting my home address out there, obviously. And B, I get a lot of perks for having my channel, so I don't feel like I need to encourage people to just send me things all the time. But that said, no judgment to people who put a box up there, and that's no problem. You know, every channel does their own thing, and that's totally cool. No judgment whatsoever. But I received the most wonderful gift from my friend DJ. She sent me her set of 72 Inktense pencils that she said she just wasn't really enjoying using, and so she passed them on to me. And oh my gosh, when I opened that box, I just about had a heart attack. It was like the best thing in the world. So I've been working with like a set of 36 Inktense pencils the whole time, which is great. And then I supplemented those with some others that just off the rack ones that I thought I could use. But she sent me this beautiful set, and I finished my first page. It's a page I had in the works for a long time, but I finally was able to finish it with some of the beautiful oranges in that set. So if I can find a picture, I'll stick it up on the screen. I posted it on Instagram, but oh my gosh. So that's some fun friend mail that I've received. Thanks again, DJ. That was so awesome. That was so awesome. Oh my gosh. Mostly I just love talking to you guys. Like, that is my favorite part of having a channel. Hands down. My favorite part. I love it. Just getting to know you guys and seeing you week after week and all the things. That's the best. That's the best. It's got a big bloop of water off the end of my brush. No! So, because you guys are the ones that matter. You guys here who are watching my craft with me videos, I feel like people who watch whip and chats or craft with me videos are like your hardcore peeps, right? They're the ones who are there for it. So, what do you guys want to see next on the channel? Tell me some things that you would really enjoy seeing. Because you guys are the ones. You're the ones. You're my fam, as they say. So I realized while I was kind of on my break from socials there for a while, when everyone was here, when my whole family was here, and even before that, I'm just very slow on the uptake when it comes to things. When it comes to some things. I realized, like, after the fact that there was a whole bunch of, like, copyright drama going on that I completely missed out on. Which, I'm not sorry. Drama's not really my jam anyway, but I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm the biggest proponent of licensed artwork out there, and I haven't said a thing about it. I haven't said a thing about it, but it's because I missed the whole thing. So you guys know how I feel about all of that stuff. I'm honestly to the point now where when I see a company with stolen images, I'm just so unsurprised that I have a hard time getting very riled up about it. Like, I literally get, I don't know, I can't even tell you how many emails in a week from companies who want to send me stolen artwork to review. And I guess that gives me a sense of how many there are out there. And so when I find another one, I'm just like, yep, that's their standard. There are way more of those than companies that license, and I guess I find that I can't get too worked up about all of them because I'd just be worked up all the time. I mean, I kind of am worked up all the time, a little bit. Because my daughter's an artist. I gotta be worked up. I gotta be, I go kind of mama bear about the topic. And I won't talk about this much because I talk about it a lot, but honestly, like, stolen stock art is still stolen artwork. That's the thing. I think people think because it's just like stock images that it must not matter. I don't know. I don't know. There are a variety of viewpoints and opinions, and I can't change anyone's. All I can do is do what's right for me. And hopefully make a difference in the ways that I can and all that. All that jazz. But I do care about it. I just completely missed it. So, but hopefully if you guys hang around the channel a lot, you know I care about it. The thing this is the last thing I say about it, I promise. Then we're done. No more soapbox for today. The thing that I just want to kind of scream from the rooftops is if a company doesn't license everything, they probably don't license anything. So if you're shopping on a site where you notice some of the work is unlicensed, then probably all their stock art is also unlicensed. Like, I find that it's all or nothing with most of those. And there are way more companies that don't license out there than that do license. I like how this painting, the colors look so bizarre kind of as I work on the initial stages of it, but then I look at the picture and I realize what I'm really creating is a night scene. So the shadows are really interesting. I think that's going to be cool. I might do some blending as I continue on with it. Oh, another thing I wanted to ask you guys about. Drills and chills. I realized, like, it's probably imminently time to start thinking about drills and chills. Last year, Kay Diamond Paints did a fantastic job with it. Man, I was so grateful that she took that over. And then there were like literally 1,000 entries. I felt kind of terrible. I didn't realize how big it was going to get. But I'm hoping that I'll be able to do it this year. Hopefully not alone. But tell me what parts of Drills and Chills you absolutely have loved. Like, tell me what you think makes a really great event. What kinds of things make you want to participate in an event, and how can we make Drills and Chills this year even bigger and better than it has been before? Because if it was big last year, I feel like it's going to be even bigger this year, which is great. I'm really excited. I got Nouveau Folk Witch up my sleeve for Drills and Chills. Been dying to work on that one. I've had to keep myself from starting it a whole bunch of times. Super fun. I'm sitting here sweating already. I know I know you guys really want to know. That's like TMI for sure. But holy cow, it's gonna be hot again today. It's gonna be hot. I knew when I got up and it was already like 75 degrees in my house at 9 a.m. I was like, oh boy, it's gonna be another good day today. Another good day to go to the gym or the library or something and hang out. Oh my gosh. You know what's weird? Even though it's like 1,000,000 degrees out, I have the strangest urge to crochet. Like, usually I don't enjoy any kind of fiber arts when it's hot. But I just got this hankering to do some crocheting lately. I don't know. I've been looking at Annie's Crochet Club, and they have a really cool like crochet along that you can purchase, a kit you can purchase, like a subscription, which could be really fun, I think. But, you know, the last thing I need another project like a hole in my head. But it just sounds really fun. They have a couple of different options. And I'm a decent crocheter, like with some experience. I don't do it a ton of the time. So I feel like that might be pretty easy to manage. I don't know, enable me. What do you think? What do you think? I also think doing a stitch along would be super fun. There's one from Stitching Book Club that looks really, really fun. Viv, are you the one who posted about that on Instagram? And so I went immediately and looked at it and I'm like, oh, I also need another cross stitch project, like a hole in my head, but you know, we don't use reason when we're crafting. There's no place for reason in crafting. Oh my gosh. Stop me. Someone stop me. I just love every craft. What can I say? I love all of them. I wish I could do a video on every single craft on my channel. But I'd have no subscribers because not everybody likes every craft. We tune in for the things we want to see most of the time. I'm going to need a much smaller brush for what I'm about to do here. I think her face is cute. It's still kind of messy. So I like to block it in and then kind of go back in and perfect it. And then it's like the finer the detail I do, the more I thin my paint down. Because then you can kind of get in those smaller areas. And I try to save the smaller areas for last, just so I can crisp up the edges as I go along. Does that make sense? This is fun. I love crafting. I'm having so much fun. I've been sitting here for like almost an hour. If you guys are still hanging in there, way to go. Way to go. So as we get into the final stretch of this, I always like to wrap up my craft chat videos with some upcoming events. So that way, if you've made it all to the end, all the way to the end of the video, you really know like exactly what's coming. You know the inside scoop to the extent that I can tell you because I have a plan, which I don't always. But to the extent I have one, you'll know about it if you make it all the way to the end. I'm going to have a really exciting announcement from DIY Moon. That's coming. I'm thrilled. It's awesome. B, I'm going to have some really cool stuff coming from Distracted by Diamonds. And I'm really excited about that. C, I'm going to have some really fun unboxings from DIY Moon of diamond paintings that have been on my wish list forever. And some of them are small and manageable in size. And it's so hard not to start them. I'm so excited to show them to you. I know I just told you like I've been doing too many unboxings, but you know, unboxings for stuff that you buy yourself and then because you really, really love it, that's a little different than like someone sends you a canvas to show. And while you may like and appreciate it, it doesn't quite get your juices flowing the same way that a canvas you pick yourself might. So I've got some really fun canvases coming. Oh, I've got a spare drill project with Sophia coming down the pipeline, I hope. I've got all the stuff for it. I want to do some tutorials that I've had kind of percolating in the back of my mind for a while because like my job is I'm a teacher. That is what I do. That is my identity inside myself. And so sometimes when I do all of these unboxings and, you know, the stuff, it's not that I don't want to, and it's not that I'm not grateful for it. Please don't hear it that way. But the stuff that you are passionate about is always the stuff you're passionate about. So I'm excited to do some more teaching stuff. Maybe some more coloring stuff. I know my coloring videos don't get any views really, but, well, not any. They start off slow and then they tend to attract an audience over time because it's not my main focus on the channel. Most of my videos are diamond painting videos, so, but I just love making them and I love teaching, so, and I don't know how good I am at it, and I don't know, but I love it, so I do it. So we should all do what we love, right? We should all do what we love, at least part of the time. So you guys know, like, we all have a personal identity kind of deep down within us, right? So what is that for you? Like, I see myself as a teacher. Like, that is my identity in life. What do you think your identity in life is if you had to sum it up in a few words? Because I think we all have one. I would love to know, because I want to know you better. I don't want to, but I think I'm going to have to sign off. I don't know how much memory my phone has left. I've been sitting here for a while. It went by really fast, though. Just shows how much I love doing these kinds of videos and how much more I need to do them, because I really, really love them. So I might have to sign off here for today, just so we don't get cut off. I'm going to finish up her face here. I might not do any of the blending, but I'll just kind of show you what we've been working on. Paint by numbers, super fun. And I found my Crafties paint by numbers to be really good quality, and I've really enjoyed them. So I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Please leave me a comment below. I'd really love to hear from you. It's been a long time since we caught up. It's been a long time coming. I hope you have enjoyed catching up. I hope you've enjoyed crafting today. I hope we get to do it again really soon. Remember, if you are out there and you're having a rough day, you have at least one person in the world who really cares about you, and that's me. I really care about you. I hope you have a wonderful week. As always, spread some joy wherever you are, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.